has continued with these tables. These are the ones that we have been making over the course of the last few videos, and they are finally at the point where we need to put the hinges in. The only thing is, they're fully gel coated, so we're not 100% sure where exactly the hinges are and which side they're on. So we just need to find them first, but it's okay because we still have the tap testing hammer from when the boat was getting checked over during the warranty process. So we're going to be using this to figure out where the hinge plates are, so then we can keep going with this job.
La 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 la.
I know the song, but I don't know. Okay, in between the music selection, let me just tell you that we do have an idea of the measurements. For the big piece, we do know that there's a plate in the middle on both sides and then one around here. It's these side pieces that we're really not sure about because it could be on this side or that side or that side or that side. So that's really what we need to figure out here. With the hammer, whenever we're tap testing something or we put tape on the end of it, it just stops the hammer, the metal of the hammer marking up the surface, which, having just spent the time to sand these back, I want to see protection.
This one will be center.
Previously, we've done, I think, 2, maybe more videos about tap testing and how valuable it is when you're trying to find defects in the hull. It's also useful when you're trying to find hinges or hinge backing plates that you're not sure about where they are in gel-coated tables. But yeah, tap testing is definitely a very valuable skill, we think, and I will throw a link to the other videos down in the description just if you're curious about watching them and learning more about the process and how it really helped us when we were going through the warranty nightmare that we went through. Sounds like it's the other side.
Yeah, perfect. I could have done this with a thermal camera.
Well, we can we'll whip it out for amusement's sake and see if it is possible.
See how it flies on OnlyFans.
Ran out the front to film this because Trent's listening to Daft Punk and I'll get in trouble with the YouTube gods. But what we're doing now, so we've verified measurements, we've tap tested, and now we're going to see if we can see something on the thermal camera as well, because that just gives us 3 vectors of information to make sure that we are routing the right side. Because the last thing we want to do is route the wrong side, because we'd be routing straight into foam and not into the wooden backing blocks. Oh wow.
You can actually see them just in ambient.
That's pretty cool. Mission successful. You can see them with the thermal camera. I mean, we'll try from the side as well to make sure we got it the right way around, but there we go. Further confirmation that we are in the right place.
Ready?
Yeah.
Look at the screen, ready? This is what it's going to look like when they scan the sky with the RTX cameras when Jesus comes back. You ready? Not a UAV. No, everything's very serious.
Yeah, very serious, so serious. How about from the side though, to make sure that we're got the right orientation?
It's a bit too coincidental. So we're building a body of evidence here. Firstly, we tap.
Yes, tappity tap tap.
First I got in the mood with the song, then I tap.
The mood is important.
Now we have another layer of evidence.
The final layer of evidence will be when you route it and wood comes out instead of foam.
Look at that.
Alright, let me see.
That's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
You sell these things, you can sell, everyone should have one of these. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Ah, I've got a water leak. Pour hot water through it, bang. Just like lights up the fucking...
Oh, like the other week on our friend's boat.
Yeah, friend's boat, like literally.
We've actually used that thermal camera like a lot over the years. So, you know, what we're doing right now, as Trent said, water leaks. We've used it on the engines. You know, when we first got the boat, they used it all over the place to check things like the electrical system, because, you know, if something's hot, you can see it. We've used it to monitor engine and motor temperatures, like the water maker motor, to see how hot it gets and what it kind of runs at.
Oh, UAPs!
Boop, boop, boop. It looks like a comet inside of the wood.
No, that's that Atlas. It's Atlas.
Atlas?
Atlas.
Yep.
It's split in two.
Pew!
Isn't it wild though? How if you were missing, hypothetically missing 2 pieces of toast inside of fiberglass laminate, you find them. Wild.
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 Insanity.
It's just madness, really.
It is a madness.
It's a madness. That guy's so funny. I like people like that. The world's boring without people like that. I'm gonna go to sleep in a shopping mall and then get chased by security. Because why not? Well, that's it.
Ready to...
Everything's gone perfectly, as usual. Because I did it.
Alright, so now you need to practice with the router.
Now, I've never used a router in my life.
By the end of today, you'll have figured it out.
I used a router for 20 seconds without the guards on it to cut something I shouldn't have been in a hole in South Africa because nobody else could do it. They're all too scared. Literally, nobody would do it. So I had to just like hold this router like this, put it in it, and just take a little bit of the edge off something. This is actually a life lesson. Mm-hmm. All right. You come up to this, you go, I gotta cut a hinge. And then a lot of people will be like, oh, I've never done it. I don't know if I could do that. Doubt some other things in their head that don't exist in mine, so I don't understand. And then...
Sorry, continue.
No.
Yeah.
I just walk up and I'm like, alright.
I can do this.
Let's just do this shit. Let's get it over with. I've seen other people use a router. Can't be that hard. First time ever.
Wearing safety glasses.
Yes.
Route 1, fight! Trent started routing, it's working perfectly. The only thing is this is the smaller faceplate for the router and it would be easier with the bigger one. So we're gonna see if we can find it. We're not sure exactly where it is or where it got put. And that'll just make it even easier. But so far, yeah, freehanding it's going really, really well. A 1000% was.
Not bad, is it?
No, pretty close.
See, these
Seems like-
corners here.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I didn't want to change to this bit here. Because I'm saving it, it's brand new for the actual hinges.
Yep.
That one there, it's brand new, it's not even come out before.
Yep,
And that's
so.
small enough to do the radius.
Yep.
It just needs the...
Yeah, you can see the little radius point there that it hasn't, is stopping it from coming
It just
forward.
needs the those little rads taken out. I can't be fucking bothered at the moment.
No. Perfect.
Fuck, that's really flat too. Coming up.
Mission successful.
First hinge ever. Still the first hinge ever. But I did something sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Yeah, because measurements don't correspond.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just the test run. It's the whole point of a test run.
Yep. Cool.
That's cool. That fucking disc.
Quite impressed with the old Milwaukee, aren't you? It's good dogs.
They just make pretty good tools that are good when they're working.
Alright, now what? You ready to do the big boy?
They all need to be mucked up.
Yeah. You are the man.
I might do one more.
Alright. The tables are now leveled and fully marked out. So essentially it's time to just place the hinges down, outline them, and then route them. So that's tomorrow's job because it is after 4 o'clock and Rose is in need of a walk because this is her time of the day reserved for her. Unfortunately, I can't go because I have torn a calf muscle or done something down there that's making it hard to kind of walk at the moment. So I can stand, I can do things around the boat, but I can't go running or jogging, which is really annoying. It's been like 2 weeks, and then yesterday I tried to lift the pressure washer and basically put myself back to the start. So beyond frustrating, but well, at least it's not interrupting what I have to do around the boat. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Done with this for today. Today, big day. It's another make it or break it stage of this table construction. We're going to be routing the hinges. So, I've just wiped it with icy propyl just at the 6 points that we marked out. Yesterday I leveled it as well. Now I'm just going to take all the hinges we have out of the packets and label them. So I'll have AA, BB, CC, so on the table and also on the hinge. Just to make sure that even if there's any discrepancies between each one of these or the curves on the table, it fits perfectly. I got Trent down here as well with his big magic speaker, and this one, who is a 10 out of 10 naughty girl, because once again, she chewed through her lead last night. Have a look at this though. This is what you deal with an Australian Shepherd.
Did you chew through your lead? Did you chew your collar?
Did you chew through your lead?
Are you smiling?
Oh, you think you're funny?
We haven't talked about this today, have we? Oh, do you want to say sorry? Oh, another smile.
I don't think she's sorry.
Are you sorry that you chewed through your lead, or would you do it again? Will you do it again? You fucking will do it again, won't you?
Oh, you are a happy girl. I didn't dub on you. You dubbed on yourself by not being tied up this morning.
Would you do it again?
Drop the stick.
Hey, I'm serious about doing work.
What Trent's doing now is going through and checking all the measurements because we get, really it's kind of a one-way trip with these hinges. So we need to make sure that it's all good. But the thing is, like, the table pieces aren't exact perfect copies of each other. So it's part measurement, part eyeball. You are so tough. Can I have it? Something to understand about what Trent is trying to do right now is the test piece that Trent used to just play with the router and get the depth, that was wood. What he's trying to do now though, it is wood that has been vacuum bagged with carbon fiber and resin and then has been gel coated over the top of that. So it's 3 different mediums, obviously completely different to what he was practicing on, but we have nothing like this to actually do a test. That's why he's just going so slowly and so carefully. There's obviously a risk of the gel coat cracking or something, but it's fixable. But he's just going nice, slow, steady with a sharp bit to try and stop that from happening.
that I have to use a separate bit to cut the end out.
Oh, yep.
So I'll do all three. And then I cut the end out with the smaller bit. The smaller bit's way too small to take the bulk out.
Let's see. It looks super neat. I'm like impressed with how neat that looks. He just did the second one. Like the first one, like I said, was slow, steady. But Trent's one of those people, he gets the feel on the first one and then after that, he's just like bang, bang, bang. So that one, I would say not even 30 seconds. We did it. We've got the hinges routed, so tomorrow I try to clean them up, level some discrepancies in the wood, resin soak them, pre-drill some hells, blah 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 blah. But then we will be up to doing the bottom support. So it's one of those things, like on a boat, everything takes a lot longer than you thought. But you know, we're getting there. That's the main thing. As long as you're taking more steps forward than you are backwards, that's all that really matters.